Morning, everyone. It's been a good day yesterday. It's gonna be a good day today. I mean, in the course of a 24-hour period, I made it across the whole state. That doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while you get picked up by somebody who's going a long ways, and it sure does help you out. My cameraman has taken some damage, so if he goes all weeble wobble on you, that's why. So yeah, I was just right down here next to this creek, and where I camped last night. It's been a little bit rainy this morning. Not too bad, just sprinkles, but honestly I don't want to go stand out in the rain. I don't think it's my forte. Maybe I'm great at it, I don't know, but I don't really want to find out. But I figure I should tell you all about my travels. Well, I went and stayed on Tomorrow Ranch, love the name too, with the Morrows. Good people, a lot of fun, and they're pretty much, I don't know, I view them as family. I view everyone as my family, but yeah, I guess I just can say that. I mean, you know, I view them as my family. I know that's probably a strange thing when you hear my philosophies and how I view everyone as my family, and then I have to repeat myself, but I feel like it's worth saying, you know? Everyone who picks me up and helps me get me down the road or shows me a kindness, it means a lot to me. I'm so grateful for what I have, and I actually have I've been living it up. Right before I went to Tomorrow Ranch, I haven't put this on there I don't think yet, but I don't know if you can see in the background, I'll show you in a minute, but I got me a little one-person tube style tent, which are tunnel style tent or whatever you call them. I love it. It's good. And it was from a prospector. It was in Truth or Consequences, where I got that video of Hangman. When Rock Morrow did his poem, which is a great poem. And it caught me by surprise, so I loved it all. I wasn't even expecting it. But yeah, when I was there, I showed a prospector fellow. He's gonna go hunt for gold. I walked up to him, I had my big pack, and he's got his backpack, and I say, "What are you up to?" And he's like, "Prospecting." I'm like, "You're looking for gold?" I'm like, "Wow." And he's like, "What are you up to?" I'm like, "Well, I'm actually hitchhiking across the nation." And God bless him, he's a good guy. And now I got me a tent to keep the rain off me, so that's really nice. And it's lightweight, it's only 3 pounds. It's kind of hard to beat. And it's perfect for me. I also am hard boiling some eggs right now. And that's awesome. Thank you again, Joe. He's back up in Denver. I got a little, I don't remember what you call them. They just have a little flame to them, but whatever. Got set up with some sticks in my cup on top with some water and eggs in it, so I'm hard boiling those. And gosh, after Tomorrow Ranch, I got dropped off in Wilcox because I was outside of town. They drove me to town and wished me best luck and farewell. And then I went to, where did I go from there? I don't know, I went somewhere. I went 11 miles outside of town. Border Patrol gave me a ride. God bless him. He's getting off work. Gosh, I wish I could remember his name. I'm pretty sure he worked for Border Patrol. He's some type of law enforcement. I saw by the badge before just when he stopped, I'm like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting this. Really nice guy. He hooked me up with some wool socks, which is great because I eat through socks like no one else. I tell you, I look down and they got holes in them. They got holes in them all the time. And so I also got some wool gloves, military issue wool gloves too. And they're pretty nice. And I didn't have wool gloves, so anything wool I think is great too. It just keeps you warm even if you're soaking wet. So it's good stuff. I'll come up here and show you my camp. But yeah, I got a pair of those now, which is pretty good. And now it's so darn warm down here. I'm in Texas right now. And it's warm. It's real warm. It's humid out too. Thank God it's not summer. But I had this beautiful scenery. I didn't even realize this last night. I knew there was a creek by. And so I went, because I do like a follow rule, I don't know, 52, Hitchhiker's Handbook. When you set up camp, just do a perimeter check before you pass out. It's not a bad idea. Maybe even before you set up your camp, do a perimeter check. I do that a lot too. But just before you really decide to be unconscious, make sure you're not stepping on someone else's toes who's camping, because that's been known to happen. Right across the way from me over there, someone clearly has camped over there. Like, I don't know, so I can go right now. It's my business, I never asked it. You know, I didn't see no one moving though. So yeah, you always do a perimeter check, just because, you don't know, there might be people around. You might be right next to someone's backyard and not even realize it. So yeah, I came crawling over here because it's getting dark and it was supposed to rain. This is my new tent. Very nice. And so after, I got 11 miles from Wilcox, and I sat there for a long time on that on-ramp, realizing nobody's going to come down this on-ramp. So, probably did that exact thing with my hat, and then I walked down the on-ramp and onto the freeway. I know that's against the law, and you're not supposed to do it because someone could hurt you or hit you with a car. But, you know, it can happen on an on-ramp. It can happen anywhere you're on a sidewalk. So, you know, my only risk is honestly dealing with law enforcement when I do that, I feel.